We're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Ready? Crack on 80.
Williams on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. This defense for the Vikings, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with his
first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. They work now on 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Williams dancing to his left. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Williams. This one swung out here to Jones. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. On 4th down, Williams. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Out route pass complete to Goddard. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it will bring up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
Barkley inside handoff. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to run.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Well, my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep down.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. He'll get it up the middle. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals.
There he goes, right side. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Vikings. George Kittle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. And that is one, no doubt, that may come back to haunt them, because the PAT tied it. They didn't need to go for 2.
I keep searching for an explanation. I know it's quick right here. I think I can search for the next year and not come up with anything that absolutely works.
He'll score! Touchdown, Eagles! A very rare kickoff return on an onside kick. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And look at this Eagle defense.
This unit, they struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to the 30. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. And look at this, it's a fake.
is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Up the middle with Barkley. Room here to run. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 55 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
That's 2 really good stops in a row. Back-to-back tackles for losses. I mean, let's face it, they are locked into what they're doing offensively. And now they've earned the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, haven't they?
Yeah, and offensively, they're going to have to do something else because the run game, at least on this drive, isn't trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
65.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now they'll change things up. Now we've got movement up front. And I think this is going to be on Minnesota. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket.
Well, that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate that was just incomplete.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Back to throw. Williams. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
He's got his target. That's complete. Down the sideline he goes. Brandon Ayuk. Touchdown, Vikings. Brandon Ayuk, 97 yards. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When they'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward is just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on fourth.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there, making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's fourth down and you got to convert it.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The Eagles at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they come in off a disappointment last time out. That put an end to their modest 3-game win streak.
And it always hurts when you lose a tight game as they did a week ago. I think each player starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better one play here, one play there, maybe it could have changed this team's fortunes. But it absolutely illustrates how important it is to play a complete game if you want to win in the NFL.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 20, here's the 2nd and 8. Hurts. Got an open man, it's Schwartz. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Hurts sets up to throw it. This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, you have to be aware defensively that you've got 2 goals because obviously you're trying to prevent the touchdown, but you're also trying to keep it from getting a first down as well. That time they weren't up to the task, and it's 1st and goal.
Barkley will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good, and that makes this a 9-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the...
And now off to the races, down the right side. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Aaron Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead is down to 2.
Next to score, Eagles 21, Vikings 19.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Vikings 19.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Steps away to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, and talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said. That they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and
Touchdown, Eagles! Saquon Barkley with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
Into the end zone. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes us a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing one play, it keeps the entire offense rested up.
2nd down and 6 now.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Mustang 19.
Operating from the gun, Williams. This one caught by Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now Williams on first down.
He lets one go deep for Addison. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year as you...
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So the Vikings bringing the offense back onto the field. They'll go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. And he's brought down. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get him next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 18 more yards there and another first down.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. They go play action with Hurts. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead. Elliott on for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Williams. He lets one go deep for Addison. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Eagles will take over possession here up at the 44. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Well, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films. They came up with a really good plan to try and chip away this timing.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Here they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Taking it right down Broadway. He's to the 15. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. 87 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. It's their quarterback. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Vikings have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
7 Pirates, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. If you've been waiting all day for Sunday night, it's been worth the wait. All tied here in the 4th as the kick is away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
Hurts throw complete there to Smith. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 4.
King, Bill King, Bill King.
Here's Hurts to throw. Ball hit
as he throws there incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on as he...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Saquon Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 58 yards. And the Eagles answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And they will take a 7-4 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Here's 1st down.
Dragon 60.
Back to throw.
Still going inside the 20.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And no sweat. He puts it through. And we are tied here in the fourth.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And the fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Play action. Here's Hurts.
He'll buy some time right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Throwing is Hurts.
Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
Back to throw here. He's got Smith here. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Here's 1st and 10.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd down, here's Barkley again.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
A 47-yard attempt.
And his kick is good.
Despite the rainstorm, a good snap, a good hold, and the kick went through. And the Eagles are going to win the football game. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
We got London on the
Whole club selling out of hitter doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's that made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of hitters doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. And that's what made me rich. The whole club. My crown way too white to be shooting in the odds. I'm sleeping good at night, see the door don't got no locks. To be spiteful, she best friends with the ops. And you need better stop. Standing on my money, dog. Please don't get the involved. Ain't nobody running off. Rules to the basics. I can't be no son-in-law. I can't take the summer off. I make it look good and all, but this is no vacation. All the goons, they respect me and I know it.